Hello and welcome. My name is Benoît Saint-Giron. I'm a consultant in ecological solution in Geneva, writer of the book La qualité de l'eau. We shall see today what water quality is really about, how to drink enough with pleasure, and why improving water would also affect the quality of any product. We shall in particular answer the following question. Considering that water is by far the first ingredient in cosmetic, would the product be best using destructured or vitalized water? Water quality is the most important health and vitality issue, and there is fortunately a lot of things that can be done to drastically improve it. This lecture is based on many years of experience, the data from my book and my two websites. It will be illustrated by extracts from the movie Water, Le pouvoir secret de l'eau. The most important question regarding water quality would be, am I drinking enough with pleasure? We are not talking here about teas, coffees or sodas, but only still and temperate water. In general, we are not drinking enough, and for a simple reason. Treated network water is not appreciated by your body, which perceives, and not only through the skin, its drying and irritating effects. In fact, young children or animals instinctively reject this type of water. The problem is that correct moisturizing is absolutely essential to ensure the proper functioning of our bodies. More than 99% of the molecules of our cells are water molecules. We tend to forget this, but we are privileged to have so easily access to potable, controlled water. 30% of the world's population has still no access to it. So thanks to our technicians and public authorities. This being said, our water is only potable, that is relying on standards. And our European standards not only are limited, but are also decreasing. Less than 50 controls nowadays, a large increase in the authorized level of pesticides or nitrate, no more minerality limit, etc. And then comes the treatment with chemicals, the storage, and the very unnatural circulation of the water inside the pipes, as this will now be illustrated.
Mais avant d'arriver dans nos logements, l'eau parcourt un trajet aussi long que difficile.
Avant, le bon sens voulait que les gens s'installent là où se trouve une source naturelle d'eau. Aujourd'hui, cela n'a plus aucune importance, car l'utilisation de la haute pression permet de transporter l'eau sur des milliers de kilomètres.
Dans la nature, l'eau suit harmonieusement des courbes, en serpentant sensuellement. Alors que dans un réseau hydraulique, l'eau tourne des centaines de fois à angle droit. À chaque détour et changement abrupt de direction, la structure naturelle de l'eau se détériore peu à peu.
Quand l'eau du robinet arrive chez nous, après avoir traversé tout un réseau hydraulique, elle présente plusieurs cristaux de formes diverses, mais leurs structures sont toujours déformées. Voilà à quoi cela ressemble. Les cristaux s'assemblent d'une façon chaotique, sans esthétique ni aucune symétrie.
On sait que dans la plupart des grandes villes, l'eau courante est stockée dans des circuits fermés. Après des processus agressifs d'épuration chimique et de filtrage puissant, elle revient dans nos maisons en gardant en mémoire les produits chimiques qu'elle a croisés et la violence qu'elle a subie. Mais la pollution la plus terrible est celle des informations que l'eau absorbe en passant par des tuyaux longs de plusieurs kilomètres et des milliers de maisons et d'appartements.
This is the reason why the cosmetic world is usually not using tap water. Various types of water being used, looking either for purity or specific minerality. But some of these waters are not suitable for a daily consumption. The purity of the distilled water could, for example, demineralize the body, while mineral in excess would cause extra work for the kidneys. So would inappropriate water for the body really be good for cosmetics? Are purity or minerals really the right criteria? Introducing biocompatible water. The main characteristic of this kind of water is that it is answering our biological needs. From a physical-chemical point of view, it would of course be clean with minimum pollutants. It would respect the skin, be soft, and very pleasant to drink. And all that for a simple single reason. The water would be full of energy and would therefore provide us with energy. In fact, we usually want to drink another glass. So this notion of water energy obviously disturbs a lot of people. I was preparing a conference for Alternatiba when I was confronted. You are talking nonsense. There is no energy in the water. Really? There are no protons nor electrons. The guy who worked for the local water distributor discreetly left the room. To his credit, it is true that there is not much energy left in treated tap water nor in plastic bottles. But as quantum physics is saying, everything is energy. Or to put it differently, everything is electromagnetism, that is interactions between electrically charged particles. This is plain, basic physics. Let's see a few more scientific facts about water.
Il est d'ailleurs notoire que l'eau a des caractéristiques physiques et chimiques extraordinaires par rapport aux autres substances liquides.
La molécule de l'eau est vraiment petite. Et pourtant, elle présente des caractéristiques extraordinaires. On ne trouve aucune autre molécule qui présente des anomalies similaires.
Si une seule de ces anomalies avait manqué, la vie ne serait jamais apparue sur la planète.
Chaque propriété de l'eau est unique et trouve difficilement une explication dans le cadre classique et traditionnaliste des lois physiques. Les sciences n'ont toujours pas trouvé réponse à certaines questions. Pourquoi l'eau est-elle la seule substance sur Terre qui peut se présenter en 3 états, liquide, gazeux et solide? Pourquoi la tension de la surface de l'eau est-elle la plus élevée parmi tous les liquides? Pourquoi l'eau est-elle le dissolvant le plus puissant au monde et comment? De quelle façon l'eau, défiant la gravité terrestre, est capable de remonter à l'intérieur des troncs des grands arbres, surmontant ainsi des pressions de dizaines de bars?
La communauté scientifique a fait un pas géant en admettant qu'elle ne savait pratiquement rien sur l'eau. C'est un progrès important, dans la mesure où cette prise de conscience a fait place à l'envie d'en savoir plus.
L'eau aurait une mémoire. Les expériences réalisées aux 4 coins du globe ont confirmé que l'eau a la capacité de recevoir et d'enregistrer l'empreinte de toute influence extérieure, mémorisant tout ce qui se passe dans son environnement proche. Toute substance qui entre en contact avec l'eau y laisse donc une trace. En enregistrant les informations, l'eau acquiert de nouvelles caractéristiques. Pourtant, sa composition chimique reste intacte.
Dans un premier temps, on s'est penché sur la composition chimique de l'eau. Mais à la surprise générale, cela n'a abouti à rien. Car la composition chimique importe bien moins que sa structure.
Quand on parle de la structure de l'eau, on parle de l'organisation de ses molécules, de la façon dont les molécules de l'eau s'agroupent entre elles. Ces agrégats d'atomes sont appelés clusters, et les scientifiques ont supposé que les clusters agissent en quelque sorte comme les cellules de la mémoire, où l'eau enregistre ce qui l'entoure, telle une bande magnétique.
Les gens ne se doutent pas que l'eau change lorsqu'on allume la lumière, ou que, sous l'influence d'un champ électrique, l'eau peut changer. Nos recherches actuelles vont dans cette direction.
The discoveries are far from over, but we already know a few things. One of the most intriguing facts is that water constantly modifies its structure. And that happens at the picosecond level, which means real fast. Any stimulus instantly changes the structure of water. This is the reason why pollutants, chemical treatments or plastic are so disastrous. But this is also why it is possible to easily restructure water and get its energy back. And there is no need to stand in a science lab to appreciate it. You simply need to test the water before and after the technology. In the mouth, the energetic difference is immediately perceived in the form of a much softer, more moisturizing water. The real criteria of water quality being clarified, how to improve it. How from tap water, potable, affordable and available everywhere, can we obtain water with an energy equivalent to a spring mountain source? There is of course a wide range of solutions, but two steps are always essential. The filtration, to get rid of the pollutants, and the dynamization or restructuration, to bring the energy back. But then, how to find the right product? You could of course rely on scientific and biological tests. Problem is that treated, distilled or plastic water are so energetically bad that most solutions will improve that and therefore show results. Let's see an example of a biological test.
Comment l'eau structurée va-t-elle influencer le sang humain? Un médecin prélève un peu de sang à cette patiente. Grâce à une simple goutte d'hémoglobine et un microscope, il peut savoir dans quel état se trouve son organisme.
Ce sont des globules rouges. Ils se sont agglomérés car ils ont perdu leur charge électrique. Ils se sont empilés comme une pile de monnaie, en cycle décadent. On observe ici un amas de symplastes. Les symplastes sont une des 3 voies de transport radial de l'eau dans les tissus. Concentrés, ils sont liés aux arrêts cardiaques, à l'arthrite, aux maladies des poumons et à d'autres pathologies qui pourraient sévir à l'avenir.
Le médecin propose à la patiente de boire un peu d'eau structurée. Après 12 minutes, le médecin analyse de nouveau son sang.
Comme vous le voyez, les cellules sont mobiles et devenues lisses. Elles ont récupéré leur charge électrique et peuvent ainsi assurer le transport sans perturbation de l'oxygène dans le sang. Du coup, le pH du sang s'est également normalisé. Je suis simplement étonnée de voir ce qu'une simple prise d'eau peut faire.
Some are more interesting, the practical tests which demonstrates a clear improvement in terms of growth, conservation or taste. Any product using water as an ingredient would of course benefit from the additional energy. You can see here the differences with the texture and the conservation of bread, as well as the growth difference of sprouted seeds.
Aujourd'hui, les technologies modernes permettent de structurer l'eau artificiellement. Les germes de soja, dont les graines ont été traitées avec cette eau structurée, révèlent une émission photonique 6 fois plus élevée que des germes traités et arrosés avec de l'eau ordinaire. L'utilisation d'une eau structurée réduit les délais de maturation des légumes et multiplie leur valeur nutritive.
So we are back to our initial question. Would a better energetic water improve a product that is essentially made of water? We believe so because it makes sense. First of all, energetic water demonstrates an antioxidative effect, so it should extend the conservation of the product. The water being much softer, it should also improve the general texture and moisturizing effect of the cream. The final result will of course rely on the formula, but it will naturally be different. Speaking about nature, I found that the most interesting products overall are those who follow the principles of nature. The vortex, for example, is found everywhere from the galaxies to the DNA structure. So it would make sense to recreate it. The vortex should, however, be of centripetal force, be long enough, and ideally have various shapes. Let's see, for example, a columnar vortex. This columnar vortex was created by the biodynamizer, a new technology which by biomimetics recreates nature's complexity. Altogether, there are 21 dynamic principles following 3 main ideas: vortex, magnetism, and natural mineral frequencies. Nothing was left to chance. It all makes sense and adds to the natural final energy. Let's see a small presentation of the technology. Various biological tests have of course been implemented. You can see here the results with the water crystals. Plain tap water is on the left, dynamized tap water from 3 different locations on the right, water from the Swiss Alps being used as a reference. Altogether, a dozen scientific and practical tests have all demonstrated the biological superiority of structured water. You can find them on the technology website. So why this technology and not another one? Well, simply because the combination biofilter plus biodynamizer is the most practical and complete system available on the market. It received the best rating from the book. So you do need a house or at least a main water supply to install it, but then you will have energy optimized water on all your taps, as well as a clever limestone management system. All that without any waste of water nor expensive maintenance. This is the kind of technology I have personally at home and also the technology that we are using for our retour à la source solution. The idea is to create biocompatible sources in hotels or organic shops. After getting a glass bottle, the filling will always be free and unlimited. The design of the source will follow the owner's creativity, but there will always be 2 taps in order to be able to immediately appreciate the energetic difference before and after. This should certainly help to expand the appreciation of the water energy and to get rid of plastic bottles. So to summarize, the most important aspect is of course to be able to drink again with pleasure and therefore optimize our vitality. But beyond the personal health issues, the implications of water energy for professionals, those at least who would like to make a difference, are also quite outstanding, considering that if water equals energy, then energy equals quality. Thank you for your interest. Please take note of my email address and do not hesitate to contact me. To find the appropriate solution always requires a minimum of discussion.